Well, I think it starts in August, to tell you the truth. I send my students postcards, and the postcard is very simple. It just says, looking forward to meeting you, and are you ready for school? I'm ready for you. And I sign my name and mail them out. I think for new students, especially the past years, it's lessened their anxiety. And I've had parents comment on the fact that they feel like they know you before school even starts. I think that if I know them and they know me, they'll trust in what I'm teaching them, and they'll want to do well for themselves because we have a relationship.
After I've had them for about a week and a half, they get really excited because I tell them that I'm giving them their parents' homework. I get their parents to tell me about their child. And so some of the questions are, they've got to describe their child as a person, what their children think about school at home, what their interests and strengths are, maybe what their needs are in the classroom, what their parents see their needs are, things that they know that their kids love. And so it gives me an idea of when they're done, what can I do when I'm done question. I can easily say, I know you love horses. Let's start your own personal research project on horses. And they get totally jazzed to do that because it's their own passion.
So one of the activities that we do in the first few days, focusing on building those relationships and looking at who we are as individuals and who we are as a class, is looking at personality colors and what colors best represent their personality, using both a learner template as well as a personality template. So one of the first things I ask the students to do is to identify on a sheet of paper that I don't collect, simply words that best describe them, words that make them happy when they see them written. They also write down what they're like as a learner and words that best describe them as a learner, as well as things they like to do in their spare time, where they'd like to be in the future, any academic, social goals, things like that. At that point, we take that list, they take a look at it, and we break down the color wheel, and we look at, in terms of personality, is there anything on that list that represents that they are creative, that they have an interest in poetry, or insight, or anything about their self-esteem. Then I give them a puzzle piece, and on the blank puzzle piece, they simply use a pattern of their choice, and they use whatever colors best represent them. Once they're all complete, we put the class puzzle together, so when we're finished, we have a visual representation of who we are as learners, who we are in terms of personality and character, and what we look like as a class.
And they're supposed to come up with some small item that they can answer the question with and put it in the brown bag. And then they present their brown bags, and they share a lot of stuff with us that way. So I learned their likes and their dislikes, and it kind of helped me to connect with them as learners. Let's see. He brought in one of his favorites. He's a Minecraft kid, so I have, he brought this in to talk about that. So, I mean, and that can help me whenever I'm trying to find books that he might be interested in or helping with writing prompts. This little guy brought in a little boat that is something that he enjoys doing with his family. It takes the guessing out of it. So all of a sudden I know right away what he likes. So I'm really able to kind of cater our conversations around things like maybe he's stumped for a writing prompt. I'd be like, oh, well, you told me about that you like to drum or that you want to become better at drumming. It gives me a place to start without having to guess.
I teach 6, 7, 8 art. So I teach every student in the building. I gave each student a small watercolor, 5x5 watercolor like this. And they designed what's called a Zentangle inside of it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them all and display them all as one big mural, one big piece. It helps me connect with them because I get to know a little bit about their artistic ability and what they're interested in as well. So I can tap into their creativity and help them express themselves a little bit more if they need to, and just push them beyond what they're kind of comfortable doing.
I try to be very engaged with the students. I introduce myself to students who I do not know or are new here at the school. Also to the ones that have been here last year. They actually do a lot for me in terms of seeking out new students and making them feel welcome. I just try to show them that I'm in tune to what's going on with them and trying to get them to feel comfortable and feel that I'm here to help them and support them any way I can. They may not have a positive role model at home or may not have someone who they can open up to and talk. And that's a good feeling knowing that, you know, there is someone here to help and support them, whether it's school, sports, whatever I can do to help support a kid, to make a kid be successful in school, that's what basically I try to do.
Year we do sharing circles, and I do them throughout the year, but it's a great way at the beginning of the year to get to know them. So we all sit around in a circle, and one person speaks at a time, and it's a nice opportunity for kids that feel like they're nervous at the beginning of the year and don't want to speak in front of people, that they know people are going to be quiet and listening to them. And it's a great way to, at the beginning of the year, to share who they are and how they feel about school. And yeah, it's a nice opportunity for everyone to get to speak and have people listen.